I really think you should.
What is up, my crew? CLC here with the next episode of my Let's Play of Pokemon Ruby Renev. Now, you notice that I'm not on my usual Ruby Renev border. It's because that I found out that there's actually an update of the game with a couple more Pokemon added and all that fun stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to update the game because I don't want to upset the creator further than I've already have so far. Alright, let's see. So let's go to the ROM. Let's go to the patch. Now, this is something I hear a lot about, especially with my game, Data Emerald EX as well. Whenever you're using this, I always hit ignore. Because if you hit, let's say I do abort. Watch what happens. Yeah, it says the patch doesn't match the file. Patching canceled. If you set it as ask, notify, or ignore, you can just do that. I just like hitting ignore because you don't have to deal with any pop-ups. Just one pop-up. That's done. Now, let's begin. Now, what I did was I also saved in-game, so that way I can just go right to the same spot. If you don't remember where I was in front of the Slateboard City Museum about to take on Team Magma, so let's do that right now. Did he? Oh my god, he fixed the music. Oh, thank god. What? Pokemon Ruby version? What? This is... It's... Ruby. What the? Did he... I think he just... At first I just thought, okay, maybe he just changed the title back to what it used to be. But now he just kept it the same with the tiles, but the tiles looked fine. What the happened to my team? Why are they full of missing nose, whatever the hell you call it? Crash Ninja, help me. The game... Wait, the game just froze, by the way. Maybe I got some save states. Ah! What the hell happened to my game? Are you saying that updating the game brings it up to that? How did this... Oh, God. This is where I saved. I actually saved right before hitting the block. What the happened? How can you screw up a patching? How the can you do that? Wait. Oh, now I know the problem. You know what? Here's the thing. I know what I did. I know what happened, right? So, basically what happened was, the patch is all legit. I'll show you right now. That's where I got it. This is actually where the media fire was. That's where it was in the game. I got it from the actual thread as well, and I got it. Now, the thing was, I think the patch was self-aware and realized that I was Ruby Renev, so it somehow got its hands on a gun and it blew its brains out. But what happened was, when it patched to the Ruby game, the Ruby Renev Emerald ROM, jeez, it was a dead patch. Alright, but you know what we should do? You wanna know how I know this? Watch and learn. This game uses bytes that shouldn't be there. The game ended up using dead 0 bytes. The game killed itself because it realized how it is. I know people are upset saying, oh, it's a good game. I don't care. Honestly, like, you have absolutely no idea how bad this is. And also, if you haven't figured it out, I'm not only a major in science, I'm a major in sarcasm and passive aggressiveness. Truth be told, I had this problem on Tuesday, on February 21st, 2017, and I got extremely angry. So what I did was, I did that patch that what I just showed you, but then I used a clean ROM. I actually used a legitimate clean ROM, and the same thing happened. I don't want to show it because I don't want to waste time, but it actually broke everything. It still was broken. How can a hack be so terrible that the patch legitimately commits suicide? How can a game be so terrible that it turns the game into a version of a better game of Ruby. Yeah, I screwed up on mods. I've had glitches where the game would just break. I've had glitches where the game just craps out, but never to this extent. And if I ever did, I would never release it to the public. This game is so terrible, it makes Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric look like a masterpiece. And a little message to the creator. To anyone who actually supports this trash, to people who think this is a good game, to anyone who thinks this is a step in the right direction, not to be offensive, but I just gotta say it. There is really something wrong with you. Like, you must have some sort of a severe case of autism or Asperger's to think this is actually a good game. Also, to the creator of this game, I've been reading everything you have been writing. Well, attempting to read. A 5-year-old can actually write better English than you. Actually, everyone, let's see. I'll actually post pieces of intellectual literature this guy has ever said since this series started. I think in my first episode he said, "Big thumb down for insulting hard work." Well, thumb down for you for insulting ROM hackers. I hope you are happy. By your, spelled Y-O-U apostrophe R-E, not Y-O-U-R, reviews, you destroy my hard work. This is my first ROM hack where I'm learning how to ROM hack, but you don't understand this. I'm beginner, spelled basically beginner, in ROM hacking, and I have never said that I make a deal rat hack. But with this one, I do all which I can do. By showing my hack as waste of time, I lost any will to make another project. I hope you're happy from destroy that what I made. Honestly, hashtag mission accomplished. Why nobody can't understand that Ruby Renev my very first hack, and for every change I take deep research since nobody helps me. Anyone can only tell me to change ROM base to Emerald without AB help. Let's just put a pin in that, by the way. So screw you, LC Cool 95. Wow, he missed it by one letter. How the do you do that? I do what I can with this ROM. You complaining about 2 years. I actually didn't give a until recently because he wanted someone to actually make a video of a series of this, and you know what, I did what he wanted to do. Yes, but from beta 5.8, I take 1.1 comma 5 year break, as in stopping, because no break as in like a car break, not actual like a break room, because ROM hacking is not only one thing in my life. I can't believe that your first ROM hack are ideal or better than Game Freak games. You are not ideal hacker. First of all, I never actually assumed that Theta Emerald EX, I find it is garbage. I don't like it at all. And second of all, I don't think it's better than Game Freak's games. No matter how good your hack can be, you can never compare to Game Freak's games. Now, this is actually absolutely my favorite comment. It's as beautifully written as a Shakespeare novel. Also, I notice people are liking these comments, by the way. No, I swear to God, there are people actually got touched by these. Holy what I'm going to do is go check out these comments in my series. And if they're gone, I have actual photographed proof of it. And I'll even post it on my Facebook. Now, here's the thing. I get that it's your first ROM hack, but you can't be proud of this. If you're proud of this, even though there are enough glitches to make Driver 3 look like a goddamn masterpiece, then you must be blind and deaf when hacking. Maybe it's because he's using Ruby as a base. And he's not using any ASM. I have been waiting to bury this with so many facts. John Cena and Roman Reigns will be like, damn, son. Now, this guy says that he gets upset because, everyone's telling me to go to Emerald. Everyone's going to tell me to go to another game. I can't hack Ruby. Here's why. Let me just go into it. That and the fact that he won't go towards ASM. He won't touch that with a 10-yard stick. ASM is a very important factor used when making huge changes to a Pokemon ROM. Like item pocket expansion, where you can make 30 instead of 30 items in the main pocket spot, you can have over 200 or possibly even more than that. Move expansion, where you can have almost over 1,000 moves in a game. Pokemon and Pokedex expansion, where you can go from the simple 386 to almost 1,000. ASM is absolutely required in order to have crazy new additions to a game. Look at Data Emerald EX. That game has so much ASM, I have a text document with thousands of lines where each offset is. Does my game break when I get a new version of it out to the people? No. Does the game have screwed up cries? Not as bad as Ruby. Does my game have music in the background? Absolutely not. When I work on something, I check almost everything with it. And I make sure there's no graphical glitches. There's no crazy freezing. There's no random freezing. And I also send it out to the beta testers. Something that this guy clearly didn't do. Just like how his thick head thought it'd be a good idea to not use ASM. And maybe it's probably one of the reasons why his game wants me to inject liquid nitrogen into my veins. That, and he's using Ruby as a base. Now, why is this such a big deal? Well, here's why. When Game Freak made Ruby and Sapphire, it was their first games actually to be introduced into the Game Boy Advance, which is good. Truth be told, that was actually one of my favorite games of the series. I love Ruby. And I know the funny thing is I still have it, and it still works. Now, remember, hear what I just said. It was their first game. Meaning that Fire and Emerald, games that were heavily edited more than Ruby have better coding than Ruby does. Ruby's, well, it wasn't terrible. It was hackable, but it wasn't as clean, in quotations, as Fire Red and Emerald. That's why people who say to hack Fire Red and Emerald instead of Ruby aren't being jerks. They're saying it because it's easier to mod those games. It's easier to the modern hacker. But the creator of this game, who apparently thinks he's better than a group of hackers who told him this and are better than me at modding these games, basically told him to go shove it and to go themselves and wanted to hack Ruby without using ASM. I am baffled. Like, literally, I am in awe right now. Kudos to you, bro. I thought I could never find someone who is stupider than someone who has a mental illness. But boy, woo, this takes the cake. Now, I'm just hoping that me saying this, two things happen. One, you apologize, put me through this hell, because this is the second time this happened. Shame. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me for pulling off this. And two, start hacking Fire Red and Emerald. Please, for the love of God, just do it. I don't care if we fuck. I will make a not even a GoFundMe. I'm not paying for this. If you're getting paid for this, I'm hoping someone sues your ass. I will make a change.com org thing to prevent you from using Ruby ever again as a hacking site. I swear. If someone wants me to do it, I'll do it. And if you people still support this guy, still support this game, think this game is a godsend, a gift from God, I don't hate you. I instead want to recommend you mods and hacks that are infinitely better than Ruby Renev. There are actually so many that I'm actually considering making a whole video about it. I can name a few off the top of my head right now. One of them being, it's not a Ruby game, it's not a Fire Red, it's not an Emerald. It's called Pokemon Red Plus, I think. It's a really cool mod of the original Pokemon Red games where it actually has more Pokemon, has a completely different battle system that's actually on par with Gen 6. It has a breeding system, it has shinies, it has the Wonder Trade. It's crazy awesome and I love it. And then there's also one game that I remember that is actually on Ruby, and I still remember I wouldn't mind Let's playing that, but people may be against it. It's this game called Pokemon Light Platinum, and I mentioned this before about how Light Platinum has probably one of the best tile sets out of any Pokemon game at that time. It was actually a really good tile set and everything. That game I would definitely recommend. It's not expanded, it's not anything, it's just some Pokemon were overwritten, but you know what? It's worth it. It's definitely a great game just to try out. And then a big one that I'm actually thinking about playing soon, that people were actually recommending me to, is called Pokemon Shiny Gold Sigma, where that game actually has over 700 Pokemon. That is not Ruby Renev. And like I said, I will actually do a whole video about good ROM hacks. And trust me, believe me, Ruby Renev will be miles upon miles away from it, because this game makes freaking any game look fantastic. Believe that. And that's about it for this video. Wow, I literally just snapped. Where'd I go? Oh no, my new Dave Funko Pop fell over. There we go. And that's about it for this video. And definitely for this Let's Play of this trash. Be sure to like the video if you thought any of this was interesting, or you agree with any of it, or you thought anything was kind of funny. Be sure to comment on how Ruby Renev it really is. And be sure to subscribe for some very interesting topics. Just to let you know, I'm not just dedicated just Let's Plays and stuff. And Let's Plays aren't going to be like every single day. There might be chances where I might skip a day, because right now where I am in school, right now where I am in my whole life, I'm trying to build upon my career and stuff like that. And it's going to take a little bit of time. Maybe I might have a career here. I don't know. Let's just see what happens. But until next time, Olympians, I will see you later.